Oh boy, we'll be starting up shortly. I am going to flip it over to beautiful old me. Wonderful old me. Well, yeah. I've already loaded, booted up right where we left off. And we're gonna see how far I can get it today. I checked. And I have been told through the power of the internet that there's a lot of this game left. I'm nowhere close. Nowhere close. Not like this is the end of the game. Like up here, you can't even see it. That's how far away it is. Yeah. Beautiful new display. Look at that. Wow. If you wonder what I do in my spare time, it's that. Look at that. Isn't that sick? That's dope. That's so... I love it. I love the Power Glove. It's so bad. Alright. I accidentally hit my button. The buttons on here actually flip between my little scenes, so to speak, and I always accidentally hit them. And I need to take that off, which is what I'm going to do right now. So bear with me for a second as I get ready to start this wonderful adventure. Continue this wonderful adventure. And I'll be right back. Alright, I had to end the little program that I have set up that maps all my keys so that I can do that, because I don't want to accidentally hit it and send it back to that. That's just annoying. So we will be starting within the next 5 minutes.
Rio, Rio, Rio. Today, Junior?
Are the sounds not working yet? I didn't even hear. I had to get up and come back. Oh, get ready. This shit's gonna be awesome. No. Look at that. Boom! I changed everything. Fuck it. It's all good. No, see, your wonderful find, oh, I know. Like, that music was amazing. So, where we left off is I kept dying here. So, I was going the wrong way. I don't want to go up there. I can't fight that guy, so I'm going to go this way. That was a fantastic, like, the music, everything. I think it's just because of, I think it just combines well with, your healing substance of choice. But, yeah, they gave me... They showed me that don't be afraid to go and do a bunch of crazy stuff, because look at that. You just have to mute the colors a little bit, and then it isn't so distracting. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I guarantee it. It was, like, that thing was magical. No, I was up. I was working on gifts. If you notice, I added... I did a little bit on this. I added some people. I don't know if you'll notice. You'll notice Batman, but not bad. You can't open the gate that easily. What? I can't open the gate that easily? Oh. I guess I could have healed before this, again, because those stone totems really mess me up every time. No, that was fantastic. Like, the fact... I thought it was a bot. Like, when I went over and was watching it, I was like, wow, this looks like just a really good, like, task. Like, people just, like, they're putting their task bot up on there and streaming it. I must continue to fight and win. Oh, well, this isn't good. I'm gonna... I'm not lying. I am not kidding. Like, I thought that was a task bot. I thought it was a bot playing. Until you were like, no, it was a person. I talked to him. I wouldn't have believed it unless you were just like, you were the one that was just like, no, I talked to him. They're a person. What else was I doing? Last night I was also, That's really impressive. Like, it was blowing my mind. The overlay, everything about that stream was absolutely beautiful. It was immaculate. And that's coming from someone that is, like, very, very, very critical on this type of thing. Like, that was amazing. Professionalism to the highest degree. Didn't even have a face cam. You didn't need it. That wasn't the point of the stream. Oh, this is gonna be a trap, isn't it? Yeah, of course. You're not a statue. The witch's mind is twisted. If you get caught, something terrible will happen. Oh! Well, she apparently doesn't like him. They all look the same. No, like, major props to her. Like, oh my goodness gracious. You want to know the truth? I'm not either. I just do it because I have to. I got nothing else, so I gotta put myself out there. I gotta do my best. That's why I come out with such confidence, is because I need to. I have to. Not I have it. If you want to make your dreams happen, you gotta put yourself out there. You gotta try. Can't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Just do it. It's honestly because I've been watching. Like I said, I've been watching Justin TV since it was Justin TV, and I know when to get excited. I know when it's getting hype, and I know when just to sit back and be like, hey, I'm gonna tell you a story about what I had for dinner. Oh, I was dead beat. What I did while that was going on was I do exactly what you said. I network, I jump around, I try to talk to people, and get more of a like community going, like you said. And maybe there's some people that don't have the best streams, and you just talk to them. And because if people don't talk to people with bad streams, they're not going to keep going and try to be better. If nobody ever comes in and talks to them, you gotta give them a reason to want to do it. And by leaving them there with 2 viewers, which are both probably them or one of their friends just sitting in there, so that they have 2 viewers so people come and watch, you know, you gotta help. Not everybody can make it to the top, you know, and make buku bucks, but at least don't just go to the big guys and that's it. Help some of the little people out, and just show up in their stream and say a couple of words and say, well, good luck on the stream. I'll drop back in some other time. Give them a follow. It's not gonna hurt you to give somebody that's doesn't have a lot of follows a follow. It's not gonna do anything. You're just gonna help them out. Maybe you'll see them when they get on, rarely if they do. I gotta take this ring off. I always click my ring on my controller and it drives me crazy. I can only imagine that you guys can hear it too. And, I mean, you got your different shticks, you know, some people like people who get angry, some people like people who just sit there, some people like people who get excited about things that you probably shouldn't get excited about, but they fake it for the viewers, you know, and some people like that. I'm just trying to do my own thing, be myself, throw myself out there, and maybe somebody will throw me a little lifesaver, not the candy, but an actual one, and maybe I'll make something happen. And as I've said before, I used to work the worst hours. Like, I'm talking, I would work overnights, and then they would expect me to come back in 8 hours, and then work again. Or 7 hours, and work again another 8 or 10 hour shift. So I am a beast when it comes to going and not stopping. And I saved up money, and I got enough to where I've done the math. Assuming nothing bad happens, I got enough to make it at least a couple of months. Oh man, King, what are you doing? What? You were just going. You're supposed to keep going. You're supposed to keep going strong. Yeah, I don't think my my host thing's working because I made a bunch of new hosts, new follows, new subscription stuff. I don't even have a subscription button, and I have like so many cool ones that I just have ready. I don't know which of these to go on. I'm a righty at heart, so look at that. That's beautiful. Yep. I saved it. I saved a lot. I saved so much up. I put so much time into this. So, if you're joining me, I'm not even halfway through this. And I played it 8 hours yesterday. Oop. Let's go back down. So, what's going on in this is, at the start of the game, I did a glitch that gives me as much money as I need. The way it works is you go into a shop. You have to have a specific character in your party, which is not in my party anymore, because he got in trouble with the law. We are trying to prove his innocence so that he doesn't have to be in hiding anymore. And these are just a bunch of companions I picked up along the way. Right now I'm running Team Animal. Main character's obviously the one with blue hair. If there's a character with blue hair, most likely he's the main character. That's how it works. So I did a glitch, got a bunch of money, so I can buy whatever I want. So a lot of the time you'll notice I just walk by chests. I don't need them. It's actually just a giant waste of time. I don't know where I'm going in this, because other than that, it's kind of blind. Kind of blind as in the sense of I'm not afraid to look things up, and I'm actually really, really good at reading and playing at the exact same time, to where you probably don't even know sometimes that I have a guide open. Because I'll just be going, and you'll be like, wow, he must have played this before. No! I'm just really good at playing one-handed. Years of practice go into the one-handed style. Yeah. That's dirty. Oh no! That's not what I meant at all! So, I got that buttload of money. You know, it's not just it's just not money. Ooh, thanks for the follow, John Madden. I mean Henderson. Sorry. I wouldn't want to. Yeah. Anytime I get that one, I need to learn to play with feet. John Madden's what's up. No, I don't actually like John Madden. I just find him to be a great meme. He's meme-worthy. He's an A-tier meme. So, what's going on right now is, like I said, we are just trying to prove the innocence of my best friend, who got framed for stealing a magical cloak, parentheses. I don't know what it actually is, it just said magical cloak, with parentheses. But he didn't actually steal it. We ran into a girl running out of the same building, or running out of the town, and she's actually the one that stole it. He's in hiding in this little, village that's gonna be built. There's a guy building a village, and he originally was eating our friend's pig, who we had to save, and he straight up tossed that oinker into the cauldron, and we had to yank him out. But he forgave us and said that our friend could lay in wait hiding there. And this is the first actual like dungeon, like puzzly RPG dungeon, where you saw I stepped on that hole and I fell right back to the start. Because you need to know where you're dropping to. Yes, there is a map of this. I have seen the map, but like I said, I only pull those things up if I really, really need them. I actually prefer chat to come in and be like, hey, dumbass. You're being a dumbass. This is what you're supposed to do. And I appreciate it, actually. When it happens. So, I didn't play Breath of Fire 1 first because this was requested. And I'm going through all the SNES games. Legit. Sometimes if they're really hard, I have to save state practice. Most of the time, I actually take my free time to practice games off stream, so that when I come on, I have a fresh, clean, just run through. Like, if it's a good one that you want to see me struggle on, sometimes I'll struggle on it, but half the time, if it's really, really hard, I'll play it off stream a little bit, get the game down, that way I can come in and finish it in half the time it would normally take. This one, I just went in. I typed in speedrun. I always look up the speedruns. As I'm going through, I'm grabbing any possible speedrun I can get, grabbing world records. In the last 25, 26 days, I don't know how many it's been, I keep losing track. From the first stream I did, ever, Well, no, not ever. I did 26 since I started this specific challenge on stream. Specific. And I got five world records, lost one. Congrats to him. He beat me by a couple milliseconds. It was really funny, because it was just Clue, which is a 18-second run. Nothing to brag about, but it's a really funny game because of the way it works. You just basically can see all the cards, so you know who did it, and it's just all menuing to see how fast you can get to the end of the game. The other ones are like Balls 3D, that old game, if you know that one. It's a fun one. I'm gonna work on it a little bit more eventually. Got some things in work to actually bring the time down to something that's impressive, because there's a little trick to it that I won't share unless you actually want to run it. One of those things, you know. Got to keep some secrets to myself. Well, Orionos, I'll be hopefully be working with him to actually get the strategy for a legitimate like run of it, like a really good run, instead of just my I beat the game and it's really, really hard. Yeah, he knows the secret. He knows the secret of how you get even faster world record time of that game. But it's really, really hard for a fighting game. But I love fighting games, so I'm up for the challenge. Because the other one I got was Primal Rage. I think that's it. Primal Rage, Primal Carnage. I think it's Primal Rage. What am I doing? Primal Rage. So I had a bunch of money, so I don't worry about anything. MP usage, or it's AP in this game. Anything like that, because I have just infinite amounts that I can get. As soon as I get that character back, I can do it more and more and more. So there's a hole there. I can't remember if I fell down that hole or the hole at the bottom. I'm pretty sure I fell down the secret hole, which wasn't very good wasn't a very good hole to go down. Gotta watch those holes. So this one is pretty good because it's smooth. If you notice how fast I can menu and attack with everybody, it feels really good. But other than that, it's your basic standard RPG, of which I've died a couple times because it does have tricks, like any RPG, where you'll just be walking around and be like, oh, you shouldn't be here, you're dead, party wipe, grab the Charmin. It does have a massive, like, J-curve on leveling, though. Like, at 13, say you would take just a random number, 20 damage from an attack. But at level 12, you would take, like, double that. It's a weird curve to how much damage is done, like your defensive values. Oh, that's gonna take me down there, too. Yeah, this is classic RPG. Puzzly, climb the tower. I did buy a bunch of smokes before, but I used them all. And I don't want to backtrack all the way back to town to get them. But I do have a lot of revives. The only problem is I'm stocked up on revives, but not actually healing items. So I have to let people die in order to heal them. So half the time I just let people eat shit, and then I just revive them once the battle's done. Because as you see, at this point in the game, nothing's really beasting on me. But the other day, as I was saying before we got blown up by King, I was off stream and we were watching this. I don't remember the last part. It was Vector Queen, something Queen. Fantastic stream. Just blowing through some games deathless. Like, we had to ask if it was a bot or a person, because they didn't have their face on cam, and they had the music like cranked, and it was this weird trance music to where you just got zoned into this game. And they had like moving. It's basically where I took what I got right now. Theirs was way better. I just grabbed this to be really simple, non-obtrusive. What am I doing? So I have a couple of healing items. I'm just gonna use them, because I just spread it out on what I use, whether I use magic or whether I use healing items. Because I also have items that replenish my magic, my AP PvP. So I just go every which way. This run's gonna be all over the place. But the speed run of this game, I believe, is 7 hours. I've already put 7 hours into it. It doesn't have a clock, a timer of how long you've played on the main menu when you load into the game. I looked right before I loaded. So I'm kind of disappointed that I don't know exactly how long I've been into it without going back and watching my stream and seeing when I actually started the run. Because I did about 2 hours of prep, like looking over what I was doing, looking over the glitch, making sure I could do it right. Stuff like that. I put a lot of time into making sure I can get off on the right foot. About the only thing I do like to have going on in these games is I do really like to have a what level should I be? XX at X like town or something if they have those. But I've generally come to the conclusion that I fight stuff in the world map, and if I can kill it in 2 hits roundabout, it's okay. I'll be good. Something like that. You know, it's wishy-washy. Like right now, I feel pretty confident in fighting these enemies that if I go up against the boss, I'll be fine. So I've gone this way every time, and it's no good. It's no bueno. Let's try a different one. Now I'm going down the hole. I don't want to go down the hole, but it's gonna make me. Right back where we started. I'm gonna open these chests. It's just gonna be gold. 1 coin. So I find it weird that they put... Okay, so they put C there, like coin, but in this game, it's Zenny. It's Z in your inventory, so they must have had a small oversight there. I just noticed, because it's the first time I've actually opened up a chest with money in it. Money! Big money, big prizes. I love it. I'd buy that for $1. So I can always run back to town, and you might, if you look at my, if you've seen my money in my inventory, it probably is really low. That's because this has a banking system, because if you die, you lose half your money. So when I have like 1,000,000 coin in the first like couple of hours of the game, I don't want to risk losing that, so I just threw it all in the bank. I don't need it anyway. It'll come in handy later on when I have to buy a bunch of items. So I feel like these holes right here, maybe certain ones go to certain places, but I'm not sure. But I don't know. Unless these are switches, but I don't think they are. I think they're just gonna drop me right back down to here. So like I said, I actually don't know where to go. I'm assuming I have to ride one of those platforms, and I don't think... If I had any smokes, I would use them. But I pretty much just have hella... Like, I have every item you could possibly buy up until this point of the game. And the way the glitch works is... Just because I got all that free time, I feel like explaining it. I always like explaining it because it's a fun one. It's just as simple, you push A and B together on a menu. A would obviously select it and say, yes, that's the option I want, and B would say, I'm just going back, no matter what I'm highlighting. So you highlight the option of no, and hit OK on it, which would say, no, you know, I want to go back. And you also hit B at the exact same time, which is actually really hard to do. It's not as easy as you'd think. It's like, you don't want it at the exact same time. It has to be like delayed by a frame, exactly like 1/60th of a second, something like that. Because I was pounding on them, and I've tested it a little bit, and sometimes it just seems like it just doesn't want to do it. But you have to hit them both, so it selects no and the fact that you selected I want to go back at the same time. In which case, it pops you out of whatever you're selling and takes you to your inventory screen, because it just double backs to your inventory screen and tries to sell items that are important. Like most RPGs, there's the important items that you can't sell. those things still have a RAM value in the game, of which, if you know anything about programming, it still has a hexadecimal value, so to speak, of what that item is. But since you can't sell that item with that hexadecimal value, it goes to the next one of which it can sell with that hexadecimal value, which just so happens to be a 90,000 zenny item. And then you can just sell that item that does not exist in your inventory, but it thinks it does because you popped up the code over and over again to get a bunch of money, but it's still a one-frame trick over and over and over again. You have to do it twice in order to sell. So you have to do the one-frame trick 2 times in order to sell for 90,000, and I got it twice within 8 hours of... I didn't try it for 8 hours straight, obviously, but I sat there for probably about 5 minutes and got it once, and then was like, oh, I'm back in the town, I'm going to try it again real quick, and luckily got it one more time. And I'm hoping I don't need to do it again, because it's really hard. I hope this takes me up and over and not all the way over. Okay, this is a good one too. That's okay. I haven't been over here. There's obviously lots of little statue people. They got shocked. I don't know if everyone saw that. Oh yeah. So now I can just go item, life of pie. Gotta feed him some pie. Actually, I think it's PI. I can't tell if it's PI or PL. But we're gonna call it life pie. Yes, question. Yes, you have a question? What is your question? I will answer the question. Capcom did this game? Oh, I don't know, actually. This definitely was not... I didn't see the opening scroll. Watch this. I can just go... Boom! And Google it, and walk. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, you're right! You nailed it! That's actually really impressive. It was Capcom. Oh my goodness. I am checking out this cover right now. That is a cover that sells the game right there. It's actually really bad. It's not a very enticing cover for such a good game. They really should have put more thought into that, because... It does. It sounds exactly like Mega Man X, now that you mention it. It's got that weird heavy metal-esque. Oh yeah, what am I doing? I can just attack, because I don't care if he dies. I would rather heal him, because if you notice, the life PI, PL, brings him up all the way to full health, and I don't need to waste any magic, and I can just go back to the shop and buy 100 more of them if I want. But I can't, because you do have an item inventory limit of you can stack items 9 times, but you can only hold like 20 items. Kinda stinks, but what you gonna do about it? Nothing. You can't. So I'll be going through every single SNES game. I've like 20 whatever days, 26, 25 days. I've already done 60 something, 63, 62. And I got requested another RPG. I've already done Super Mario RPG for Oreo there. Fantastic one. I never played it before, so it was completely just my first time playing it ever. Didn't look anything up, just kind of went with it. Sometime he had to help me with one part, if you know the game, where you are going to the wedding and you have to break through the door by running into it with the Shy Guy. I couldn't figure that out for some reason. I thought it had something to do with the cake in the other room, if you know that scene. And I just kept running to the cake, and I was like, come on, help me, please. Does it have to do with the cake? I think it was on that for like 20 minutes, and everybody just watched me struggle and laugh. And then somebody finally told me. Just run in the door. Because I tried that, and it didn't work, because you have to time it just right. You know? Don't want to overcook those noodles. Ah, see? I can't hold anything else. I'm maxed out. Would you like to leave? No. Why would I want to leave? So, this is the second entry in the Breath of Fire series. It was later ported to Game Boy Advance and re-released. It was also on Wii's Virtual Console, if you find it interesting. I don't know if the Virtual Console is still active on Wii. I feel like they would shut that down. I know they shut down the servers for the Wii, but I don't know if it's on like the Switch, if that has Virtual Console, because I don't have one yet. I only have Wii U. It's around here somewhere. Actually, it's still in the basement, isn't it? Yeah, we left that stepchild down in the basement, because I don't have much for it. I have the GameCube adapter, so I actually... GameCube is probably one of my favorite systems. Top 3. I grew up with it, this PlayStation. I didn't have a PlayStation 2 or an N64. So it's just kind of what you grow up with, is your favorite. Oh no. This seems like a really easy puzzle. Like, just don't hit the other switches. Oh, that's a lot of flies. I feel as though I remember my half brother, step brother. I always say just my brother from another mother is exactly what he is. And I swear I was at his mom's house a long time ago, and he was playing this, and I never knew what it was until today, because there's like 700 games. I'm not gonna like go through 700 games just to find that one that my cousin was playing, or not my cousin, my stepbrother, half brother, what have you, was playing many eons ago. But now I know it was this. It was definitely this game, because I remember that blue hair. That doesn't say much, because there's lots of anime, RPG, blue-haired dudes and dudettes. I'm probably going to be like 15 by the time I get to this boss. Luckily I have a bunch of healing items, so I'm just going to tough it out until the very end. Alright. I can't not grab this one. It's behind bars. It has to be good. So I'll just auto. The cool slash bad thing about auto is your characters just auto attack until the enemy's dead. The bad thing is they literally will only auto attack. If they're gonna die, they won't stop. You can't stop it. They just only will auto attack. So only do it with the utmost confidence. Or if you don't care if your people die. Which I don't. Silk GL. See, I feel like that's good, and I want that, because that's an item. So I can just go and trash, like, bronze, SD. Actually, that's what you use to do the glitch at the start. So I'm gonna keep it for those memories in my heart. Wooden, get rid of you. Bum clothes, get out of here. I got a bunch of those for some reason. Suede, get out of here. Wristband, bandanas, don't need them. So you can, like I said, you can only have X amount of items, and your whole item inventory is all shared. So your weapons, your consumables, your special items, it all goes into the same little chunk of things that you can and can't hold. Pretty dang annoying. So, if you played the first Breath of Fire and haven't played this one, which I'd find it really strange if someone's done that, but in saying that, I've also only played Lufia 2, unless the Lufia on Game Boy Advance was Lufia 1, remade, then I have played both of them. But this takes place 500 years after the original game, and I don't know if it has anything to do with the original game. I haven't run, like, I wouldn't know if any of the characters are the same, like if there's recurring characters or anything like that, because I've never played a Breath of Fire game, ever. And finally, after going on that long-winded adventure story there, what I was doing on stream, or not off stream the other day, was I just happened upon someone playing Bart's Nightmare, and they were like struggling with it. And I was like, oh man, I remember this game. I have it. It sucked. Like I could never beat it. So I just booted it up just to see if I could finally do it, just for myself off stream real quick. And I managed to do it. I managed to beat Bart's Nightmare off stream, and I feel kind of bad because I don't want to replay it. It's really hard. It's really tedious. I wouldn't say it's hard, but it's really RNG heavy, whether you get those little notebook papers, if you know about the game. And just, it ain't a fun one, that's for sure. It ain't a fun one. I don't want them chests. I'm just gonna keep going up. I don't know when I'm gonna run into the boss, so I'm kind of scared. Gotta stay spooked. I can only imagine that these dungeons get even more complex and more fall down holes to get to the right placey later on. That seems to be a go-to. Okay, I don't even think we hit this dude, did we? I think that was supposed to be heal for someone else. Maybe. So I don't control when it does special or when I get counterattacks. There's no, like, timed attacks or anything like that. I know everybody loves them. They're really cool. But not this one. It's not here. So let's see what I got. I got a bunch of these, which I'm going to use to get this junk back up. Funny thing about Cat, she doesn't even have enough MP to cast her spells. Worthless. But I like her anyway. She's alright. I'm gonna go this way. Oh, okay. Nope, we're in a battle. Why is everybody so hurt? Not cure poison. Whack. Ah, see? I'm hoping that eventually I can one-hit him, and then that would be my... Oh, never mind, she's level 15. Somebody's gonna eat it here. Grits teeth and gets up. Oh, this game has guts. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, that's what guts is. If you get killed, you have a small percentage chance of getting right back up, not actually dying. It's a fun one. It's in, I think it's Valkyrie something, Valkyrie Profile for PlayStation 1. That's a really fun one if you're into those side-scrolly RPGs where your characters are, you know, lined up and you can like move them and jump with them and stuff. It's more actiony, kind of like Tales games, if you are a fan of those. Oh yeah, I never went to check to see what that equipment was that I picked up. Nope. So the tree pole, that one right there, that's the special item that is used to do that glitch, so we're never gonna get rid of that. It's amazing. Ooh, there's one. He's got his wristband, put a salad bowl on his head. He's already got a suede. He's got that Chef Boyardee, but it's not very good. We got better stuff now. Each character in this game has their own... Ooh, I might lower this and take the tree just to have 69 damage. I'm just kidding. I won't do that. I don't know what defense or vigor is. I don't know. It's one of those things. Maybe I'll figure it out eventually, maybe I won't. But you see, I don't really bother opening a lot of chests because it's just going to give me items like that, and I know the next shop I go to is going to have all those, and then I can just use the money I have to buy them. And just opening chests just wastes a little bit of time, even though this isn't a speed run. I am trying to get through these as fast as possible because I want to get through all the games in under a year. I set the bar high for myself because I like setting the bar high. I like something good to go for. I don't want to half-ass it. You know that old saying? Don't half-ass two things, whole-ass one thing. So I'm whole-assing this. I'm whole-assing it hard. Okay, this looks like I'm getting somewhere. So I am going to heal everybody up with items. Oh, wait. I don't have enough. So funny story, guys. I bought these Help BLX, and I bought a bunch of them because I read what they did, and I was like, oh yeah, that's the next potion. And then when I was going through my inventory, I was like, what are these? And then I just like sold them all right after I bought them because I forgot. That's how I play this game. It's pretty ridiculous. There. You gotta clean so that it restacks your items. And now you can see I have 9 of them right there, but I'm gonna use this one. Oh, let's see. How's everybody's HP look? He's at 60. He's almost halfway down, so I'll do one of him too. The last fight I was in, like the last boss fight I was in, was in a well, and there was a water creature that was stopping the water for the people, and their town was drying up. And that one almost wiped me. I had to have 2 people heal the whole time, and just keep reviving, and it would be a 2-shot every time. My name is Nymphu? I was gonna call her a nymph, but what can I do for you? Ooh, you're blushing, Yeah, see? That's how these games are. What's wrong? What frog? Oh yeah, that's right. The reason we came here in the first place. So you know how you got your main quest, you know, we're trying to save our friend, but we just get way off track. We don't know where we're going now. We ran into a frog who was like, this evil witch turned me into a frog. Can you please go talk to her? Talk to her, yeah. Talk to her and see if she'll change me back. Chances are she won't. We're probably gonna have to kill her and you're gonna stay a frog. So it's like Frog from that other RPG, you know? Yeah, I don't remember which one it was. I'm gonna turn you into a frog. I'll make you my pet. I think it was Chrono Cross, right? It's because I'm a witch. Are you afraid of me? No, I'm not afraid of you. I'm probably gonna kill you in 2 turns. Let's place our bets. How many rounds? I'm gonna go 5, actually. I'm gonna say 5 rounds and dead. And I'm so confident, I'm gonna hit her with an ice puppy. What you know about that? What you know about that? So ice, those puppy moves. Oh no, they use all your AP. But oh hey, luckily this dude's special move is to wake people up from sleeping. You know what he does? He hits them. So it doesn't. Oh, you healed? Well, I think my 5. That didn't work. Man. What do I got here? I got some wake up, because oh, I do have some smoke. I got some green right there. Poison, I didn't bring anything. Whatever. This would be really bad, like if you were in a boss fight and you accidentally hit auto battle and there's no way to stop it. Oh no. Well, this won't be a 5 rounder. Or do we not count it? Do we count this? Because everybody's sleeping. That's not fair. I'm trying to wake them up. Yeah, that's what you do to try and wake them up. Whatever. Man, everybody's getting messed up. Oh. Luckily, this big hulking brute actually heals. But she's healing too. And he has a lot of magic for some reason. I assumed he was going to be like a brawler type character. No, he's like a weird mage. It's strange, in my opinion. I never expected him to be a mage. And don't say I'm stereotyping. I'm not. He just honestly looks like he wouldn't be a guy who would have heal. Looks more like a tank. So good for them for breaking the mold of character design. Other than the main character being a blue-haired kid searching for greatness, you know. I'm gonna run out of magic just trying to heal everybody because I can't attack because everybody's sleeping. Sleeping on the job. Can you believe this? Everybody's sleeping. He's the only one not sleeping. I keep using wake up and they ain't waking up. So, look, recover bad status. What does she have? Nothing good. Maybe I should have brought my other mage. Maybe that would have helped. Oh no, Andy just woke up and it made me waste it. Game? Ooh, you and I are gonna go rounds. Okay. So this was supposed to be just an easy fight. In my mind, I was like, I'm gonna roll in here and mess this fine young woman up. And it didn't happen. She put everyone to sleep. Luckily, if she keeps healing, eventually my teammates will wake up and will overdamage. You know, 119, 74. See, this is what I'm talking about. I still want to do this. Show off my puppies. Uses all my magic. It's a real YOLO attack. But I'm confident. This lady's doing no damage. She's just putting me to sleep and being annoying. So I'm going to try and do the biggest amount of damage possible. Boom. 35. Wow, that's a big jump. I'm just going to heal him. Why? Just in case. Because, look, she just did thunder and chunked everyone. So it was just a premeditated heal. I thought something like that might happen. She hasn't done it in a while. Gotta keep him healthy. Make him eat a little apple. Okay. So, he's also got Time Warp, and I don't really know what that does. I haven't been able to use it yet. Okay, so this dude's still sleeping. Yeah, that's what I want to see. Counterattack, too. That means I'm going to get double damage. I am going to say... Oh, I was going to say one more round. That was it. See how easy it is? Boom. Why? How could I lose? I can't do girl voice. You want to do your, do this witch's voice from all the way back there? Boo-hoo!
I'm so beautiful.
Thank you. That was good. And the only thing that loves me is a frog. Ah, sorry. If a young girl kisses him, he will change back to normal. Now please leave me. Oh, this witch wasn't that bad. She literally told us how to help the guy after fighting us, so she has honor. Honorable. An honorable witch. Maybe she's just lonely. Oh. What? Got a bunch of twins in this castle. So concludes our... Or in this tower. So concludes our journey of the Witch Tower. It was a nice place. Other than this, though, RPGs I've played. I've never played Final Fantasy VII. I'll just say that. I'll just say I've never played it. And I'm not really interested until the remake comes out. And I will hopefully play that. I don't know. I just can't. I can't bring myself to go back that far to that era of the game. Even when I was a kid, I really preferred playing Super Nintendo because the simplified graphics looked better. I could just tell they looked better and aged better than those early block graphics of the PlayStation. There's some games that I liked, like Crash Bandicoot. I thought did a good job because they had the camera behind them. So they could actually get more polygons on the screen, and it looked crisper and ran at a better frame rate than a lot of other games. But there was a lot of garbage on the PlayStation, and I got a lot of it for presents and was not very happy. Was not a happy camper. We'll do that. That should be enough healing to get us out of here without trouble. without a hitch. Hey, look at these guys! Aw, I've never seen them. Let's get them. If you notice, there's also the mechanic of the question mark on their health bar that goes away once you've killed one of that monster. But it still doesn't really help because it's a health bar. It's not a hello. How's it going? It's a health bar. It doesn't tell you the actual numerical value, so it doesn't really help that much. You pretty much shouldn't need the health bar on these enemies anyway. Look. I am doing fantastic, actually. I couldn't explain why, other than I'm just pumped up today. Yeah, some days I wake up and I'm just like, man, I don't really wanna stream. I'm just kind of, I know, I'm kidding. She knows. I got the wise hoop. Well, it more or less goes like this. Oh man, you mean I gotta play Breath of Fire? No, I'm kidding. You know that I wanted to play this like all yesterday too, but I was just wanted to work on my stream a little bit. See, there's these people out there, okay? No, there's two, I think there's two groups of people in the world. There's the group of people like me that are like, man, I really wish they would remake these old RPGs and just you could use the same script, have voice acting, and just make the exact same game just in 3D, the new polished graphics. And I think it would sell, and it would look really good, and it would really bring in newer audiences to these older games and show that if you can get over the fact that it looks like this, which some people just can't. Oh, thank you so much. Back in time with that they should do it, like the Final Fantasy VII remake. I have no urge to play that game, but with the remake and how good it looks, I really finally want to delve into it and see what all the hubbub's about. And I know the gameplay won't be the same, but hopefully the story is, and that's what really matters in these games. But giving it the new fresh polish is really what... you know? You don't want to serve fries without salt, basically. And them polished new graphics, that's the salt that makes them fries taste delicious.
I like your explanation.
See, I, before, have never played this game. So, this is all new to me, and I enjoy it. I just really enjoy the old RPGs more than the new ones, and I can't really figure out why. And I'm also in the minority of people that really enjoyed Final Fantasy XIII, because it was just kind of simple. It was a really chill game, and you just kind of walked from area to area, and some people didn't like it because it was too linear. But my argument for the linear-based RPG is technically all games are linear. You go from one place to another. It's just the framework of which the programmer gives you to make it seem like it's bigger or smaller than it actually is. Because in a world map of these RPGs, there's nothing to see. You just have to walk from one place to another and battle random monsters as you go along. Just make it more crisp looking? See, that's fine too. It's just they don't get enough coverage, so to speak. I don't know how to open this door. Maybe I could just drop down there. What was the other one? You know how maybe you heard about the Chrono Trigger that they were remaking, and then it got a DMCA, I think, is what it is. A takedown notice, what have you, from Nintendo. Just like the Pokemon fan game, and I don't know. I just don't know what to do with this copyright-ridden world we're living in these days. Because I openly say all the time, hey, you know, obviously I'm playing this on an emulator. How could I play all 700 and something games if I wasn't doing it on an emulator. Yeah, but you know just as well as I do that if I could buy all these games, I would. We went to the store and I bought 6 just the other day and spent like $60 on 6 games. You know? If I find the ones that I don't have that I really like, I buy them. It's just ease. The ease of this. And I'm not just buying... I guess it's not technically... I think $25 for a game is expensive. I think that's expensive for a game. I know I have $60 games. You know, I went out and bought, like, the new Super Smash Brothers when it came out, like, on release day. Bought Pikmin 3, because I really like Pikmin. I bought that on release day. Just a bunch of random newer games. Until Dawn, we got that on release day. Metal Gear Solid 5. You know, I spend $60 on games. I'm not above that. But as far as these games go, I just don't see... I don't see how you can justify people, like, price gouging it without the box, even. It's like, it doesn't even come with the case. I kept the cases to a lot of mine. One of my favorites is, if you know Terminator vs. RoboCop, came in a plastic, like, tin with, like, it was ridged and had, like, divots in it and stuff. It's really cool looking. That's one of my favorites of all time, that case. And the case for... Well, I told you I actually didn't have the case for it, but... Maximum Carnage, Spider-Man. I agree, and that's coming from someone who, like, if you read my little thing, I used to play a lot of competitive Counter-Strike and competitive Call of Duty, and I'm the first to be like, it's stale. Like, it's all the same. I've done it, and I know there's a lot of the same in this too. It's not above that, but there's just something. I can't quite figure it out. I can't quite figure out what it is about a lot of new games I don't like. I think it's they're not colorful enough for me. They don't pop. We've been over that. I am all about colorful, creative. It can be dark and gritty, but it can still be colorful. It can still pop. And I think that's the problem I have with games nowadays. They don't pop. Like a weasel. They ain't popping. I want that poppin' weasel. I don't want that brown, sleeps all day weasel. Oh, I forgot. Poison is really bad in this game. Like, you take one step and it does like 1.5 clicks. Not one, not two. Every single step just drains your health. So always carry 20 antidotes like me. And I'm not saying the games are bad either. I obviously have a lot of games. Like up here, I sold off a lot of my, because I moved, so I had to sell off a lot of my, like, PlayStation games, because I wasn't going to bring them. Sadly, I just brought my binder full of PS1 games, because I don't like getting rid of those, because I've had them since I was a kid. Oh, yeah. That's something else. I will say this. I'm not into Yu-Gi-Oh! Anymore, but I was really into it when I was a kid, to the point where I couldn't afford the cards, so I'd make them myself to play with my other poor friends. As that sounds funny. I drew all the cards out for everyone, so that we could play, because we were all poor. Obviously, I'm not that poor now, but back then was rough. You gotta work hard. Not really. I was given plenty of opportunities. I squandered them, and now I sit around playing video games. No, but, I mean, up here, the only games I kept were Call of Duty 4, because I had 2 versions of it, because one got stuck in my PlayStation when it broke, so I just kept it as a gag. Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Steelbook. Metal Gear, Demon Souls, 3D Dot Game Heroes, White Knight Chronicles, Street Fighter, Blaze Blue, and Persona. Those are the only ones I have, are the Metal Gears series, and the other ones I have listed as far as PlayStation games go now. Oh, I forgot how bad this fight is. I might lose. We gotta have to try and run. Oh, okay, I got out. Oh, we are real lucky. We are real lucky. Those guys still wreck me, even after all that. So you might be wondering, oh no, look at all those items you wasted. Nah, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna go buy more in a second. Oh, I still do have a fair chunk of change up there. Increase in wisdom. I will use that on my mage, I believe, once I finally get her back. Because I do have more party members, but they're chilling back at my hidey home. But anyway, as I was saying, I used to like Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot, and I got out of it once the actual TV show, and my eyes went downhill once they did GX and stuff. I don't know if you know about that.
My brother was pretty into it.
Mm-hmm. I liked Yugi, and I liked his original. We got some semen and some pollen. I'm gonna go after the pollen first. I feel like that's the scary one. Well, no, I'm kidding. I'm going after the semen first. He seems like the scary one. You gotta always look out for the little guys. They're the spooky ones. So I guess I split up my attacks on accident. It's okay. This game, you have to tap over for every single person. You can't just select who you're gonna attack and then tap the A button, because everybody isn't on that same page as you. Mm-hmm. I think there's room left to be. I think games have room to be, you know, made bigger, better. I think it's just gonna take somebody stepping up to the plate to actually do it that isn't about money. I think Cuphead was a good one. I haven't played it, but from what I've seen, it looks like it's pretty creative game. They didn't put as much time into it as they could have, because I've seen little things here and there, but for the most part, like, as far as a new game goes, that one's pretty cool. I was gonna get the new Bubsy game as a joke. I really think I argue this over time and time again without seeming like a fanboy. I feel like Nintendo kind of has it on the money, where they make toys, not games, and the toys are fun. What am I doing? Oh, I don't need to do this. I'm right here at my save point again. But that's I don't want to get into that. I ain't touching that. Like, my favorite game is still Melee, to this day. To this day, I feel that it's just a really fun game. I'm not the best at it, but good enough to win, like, local college tournaments and stuff back home. Even though I didn't. I had to leave. I made it out of pools, though, but I had to leave. So, where should we go from here? Let me think. There is a frog guy, but I can't remember where he is. And I remember playing Brawl and hating it. Like, I absolutely hated it. And I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy, but I have to. Like, N64 was a fun game. It was a fun one. It was broken and fun. Brawl was like they tried to balance it out too much, and it wasn't broken and fun anymore. Broken is fun. That's why Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is so much fun. Is because it's broken. It's fun. Yeah, see? Fox is broken and he's fun. It's just how it works. You know what game wasn't broken? Street Fighter Cross Tekken. I have that up there as a reminder. Don't fall for Capcom's BS anymore. Broken's fun. Help BL. I was hoping that was going to be a help BJ. You can fish, you can hunt. That's what the fish jumping in that leaf wrestling is. Ah, this is where the frog's going to be, ain't he? Do I think Duck Hunt is good? I think Duck Hunt is... Yeah, I think Duck Hunt's good. It was really good for the time. It involved a toy of a light gun game at home. It was really innovative, and I give it a thumbs up. I don't really think I'd play it now. There's better light gun games, but at the time, that was fantastic. A light gun game at home? I don't see. I think that's good. At least, you know, that's my opinion on that one. I see. All I need is a young girl to kiss me. I thought he was going to say a naked young girl to kiss me. Push it even a little bit further. What? I thought he was going to do it. That's how they are. Oh, that's the Wii U one. Duck Hunt Dog? I don't know the tier list of that game anymore. Because there's a difference. Because I didn't like Brawl, and I kind of like the Wii U one, but it's a little more block heavy, and I don't like that. I think I showed you that, didn't I?
What?
We watched some Brawl on stream, or not Brawl, the Wii U Smash, and I was like, they block all the time in this game.
Oh, yeah.
And it's really boring. Well then, kiss me as much as you want, s'il vous plaît. Duck Hunt Dog. He was bottom tier when I played the game, but he might be good now. Oh yeah, I have to switch characters. Do you think the cat girl will count? Ooh, a beautiful Madden day. How would I rate it? I would probably rate it, as far as those games go. Yeah, like, you have to... I think somebody was playing him in tournaments, and he was doing really good, because you have to pop the can and shoot it right, and use the guy to zone. It's just a little kiss. What? It's easy. I'm going to do it. Here she goes. Oh, see his eyes roll back when that happened? Yeah, see, Diddy Kong was just like, hit him up, hit him up, hit him up. So the reason I can mash through this is because you can actually use the D-pad to go through the text. So I can just use one hand to like type things and look things up and talk about it. Okay, so Duck Hunt Dog is D tier. He's bad. Not that it matters. I've done pretty well with D tiers and the other games. It's all about how good you are in comparison to the people around. But if you're playing against people who are using, like, I think Bayonetta is the best in the game right now, it's no fun. See, this is pretty much Frog. This is Glenn. Glenn, Frog, whatever have you. Merci beaucoup for saving me. I don't know French, so I don't even know what he's saying. My castle is in the middle of the lake, and it's a wonderful place. I will take you. Rejoice. Gene has joined the group. I hope he stays. I kind of like him. Let's get rid of that guy. I don't actually like him. Oh, wait, never mind. Get out of here. I want this guy, and this girl. Yeah, that's good. Order, manual. Wait, auto. Switch. Okay, he is the tank. I can put in defense mode. Defense mode activated. When I played, and I saw Rosalina with her little star thing, I don't know what they're actually called, even though I did play Galaxy, I forgot. I was like, man, that character is going to be so good, and I couldn't play as him. It's really confusing to me. I'm too much of a, just smash. Me smash. That I like playing Rushdown, like, get in there. I like to get in on that ass. So I played Ryu, because I love Street Fighter. And before that, I played Marth, and was like, Marth was bad early on, but now I think he's good. I think they actually update the game and change moves around. Ryu's hideout has turned into a wonderful town. See, like I said, we had a town getting built last time I left off. And now it's looking good in the neighborhood. So, I believe I should be going back home. Like, all the way back to where that house is, where my homie who's hiding from the popo, he's out there. As far as that game goes, though, I never got into it because I didn't like the blocking mechanic. I love that I feel it's a little more balanced as far... Oh, I played Little Mac in that game, too. He ended up being pretty poopy, if I remember correctly. But I played who I liked and not who I thought was the best, so... You know, that's what's fun about that game, is you can win with people who aren't the best in that one. But in Melee, you kind of had to pick the best if you were playing good people. That's one thing it's got going for it, which is nice. Oh yeah, this is where the town got burnt down. So, I had little things written. Alright, I write myself little tips as I play to follow. Little things, little tidbits. Yeah, Little Mac was fun to play with, because I just love going for the KO punch. Oop. Let me do that. So, we're going back, all the way back to my town. These little hands don't do much damage. They're mostly here to put status effects on you, like lower defense. In fact, I'm amazed 2 of them just attacked. Yeah, his air combos were terrible. I can't even remember if he had an air spike. I think that's why I stopped playing as him. Oh yeah, I got this awesome frog. That's what's up. I should probably have equipped something on him. He's doing like 10 damage. Oh. Does he have the one where he does the hands, or is it the kick straight down that's the good one? The good one. What I liked when that game first came out was they were doing custom tournaments where you could use the custom movesets. I thought that made the game a little bit more fun, a little more broken. And I will say it a million times, broken is what makes some games fun. When you add too strict guidelines in, you're just basically playing a sim game, and nobody likes playing professional sim game. Some people do. Yo, welcome to Esports Sims League. Like, see how fast you can have a baby. Oh, look, he's gone with the slacker approach. He's getting a job at the gas station. That way he can get his girlfriend pregnant at a younger age because he has a little bit of more money that he can impress her with. Oh, that's a good move. Yeah, that is a good move, yeah. Oh, look at that, they just bought a trailer park. This guy knows how to play. Yeah, the whole park. Yeah, but they live in the trailer park too. Oh, Quest 64. Each of his moves would be one of his, like his stone one, his electricity one, his water one, and his wind one. I think those were his 4 spells, if I remember correctly. If I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure this is where I'm supposed to go. But I could be wrong. Oh, never mind. Nope, I went the wrong way. Sorry. Figured it out. I never did the. I never went to his town, his other town. The reason why I'm doing this is because you can go. I could walk all the way back, but after I go to his town, I get the ability to fast travel finally, and then I can just teleport. So I would have walked all the way back, done that, and then got the fast travel, and been like, what? I could have just done this the whole time. Yeah, he would. And I love when they throw those unexpected, like when they threw Kid Icarus in, which I didn't know existed, and you're the one that's just like, oh, Kid Icarus, I love that one. And I was just like, how do you know Kid Icarus? Like, of everything. That's a really obscure thing to be like, ooh, I love Kid Icarus. He's got jab. I'm gonna see what the jab do. These guys actually back in the day, like 3 hours ago in the game, could one-hit me. Man, looking over at, it's really hard to watch my little thingy as it moves. It's mesmerizing to me. It's just pulling me in. Glover? Ooh, that's a good one. See, these are all those classics that don't get brought up anymore. I don't know if they're technically good, because I haven't played them in so long. But if they weren't good, why don't you remake them and make them good? You already created the character. Why don't you get some more money out of them, you know? It's easy. You just make a glove. It rolls around on a ball. Make a new platformer. It's clever. Donald Glover. McGlover. Is that what you said?
McGlover.
McGlover? Hey, McGlovin. McGlovin. Not McLovin, McGlovin. Why do they call you McGlovin? I'm not gonna get into that. It's complicated. I do have a story in mind. I need to get water. I drank some of that soda. Now my mouth's all dry. Glover's such a good one. I thought it was funny that they brought Wolf into Brawl and then they just were like, never mind. Never mind. We don't want you in our game anymore. Wait, do I have to go through this? Yeah. It's playing that battle music, like that do 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 do. So I think it's bad, but it ain't. I'm thinking more like Sonic's, where he jumps on the little springboard. He'd probably just bounce off of a wall. He'd be like, boing. And bounce straight up. It's the only thing I can think of that makes sense to me. Maybe... Side B just kicks the ball. That's all I can come up with. Might seem lame, but, you know. The best Breath of Fire game. I've never played this one. This game is okay so far. I'm not very far in. I'm not far enough in to be like, you know, be able to say, yeah, you should totally play it. Best Breath of Fire? Breath of Fire 3, though. That's the one everybody knows. It is on PlayStation. Real solid. I haven't beat it, but definitely Breath of Fire 3 is the one to play. It's due for a reboot, but the way Capcom's been acting lately, not to be like the spiteful gamer, but it seems that they're making a lot of people mad lately. Oh, a pterodactyl! I forgot about the Ice Climbers. I actually wanted to go as them for Halloween. I wanted to do that so bad, to be the Ice Climbers for Halloween. I'll be your Popo if you be my Nana. Sounds kind of dirty.
Yeah.
Doesn't it? Get some big old hammers, swing around. The thing about the Ice Climbers costume I love is because then we can go like out Oh, hey, Aaron. The good old ice heart. It's cold. It's black. Hey, Avon. So, you get to like tie a bungee cord to your significant other, if that so be, or your friend if they are the other one. Whoever you coerce into being the male or female ice climber. No. You're just playing Fallout, right? Fallout. We were playing New Vegas, but I'm pretty sure you went back to 4, the pretty one. Oh yeah, I always wondered why I didn't use the, I guess it was the magical leaf that you get from the Deku. The tree on Dragon Roost Island. No, it's not Dragon Roost Island. Dragon Roost Island's the first island. The second island you go to where you have all those weird little dudes that are like the leaf people. They got the leaf masks. I think that's where I stopped playing. No, I didn't get the SNES Classic. I don't... If you want to know the truth, I have all the games that are on the SNES Classic already, so... doesn't appeal to me. Does not appeal to me. I think it's really cool. I like it as a piece of technology. It really broadens the horizons for people who didn't have those games. But I grew up playing the SNES, so yeah. But that's why I'm also not playing like any of those carts that are back there, and I'm just emulating it, because that way I can make the aspect ratio whatever I want, smooth edges, grab sprites for my stream. But yeah, if I could, I was talking about getting it, because there's a lot of people out there that say, you know, it's not legit unless you do it on hardware. So I really, really think by the time I'm through with all this, I will have it, and I will just beat all of them on actual hardware too, because it's not that big of a deal. Once I do one, I'm really gonna, you know, it's no big deal to me. I love playing the games, so I'm doing it, trying to enlighten it. But NES Classic, or SNES Classic, not NES Classic, I would love to have one, just for the art of it, what it is, to support them saying, yeah, I do think this is a great idea. I'll buy the games again. I have them, but I'll pay for it again. For, like you said, it's HDMI cable. Comes with the nice controllers, which I've heard are really good. And I only have one SNES controller because I gave my other 2, I had 3, I gave 2 of them away to somebody as a Christmas present, or not a wedding present. They're gonna stop production next year. What do you think the chances are? I live in the boonies right now. We just moved. Not really. We live in a small like kind of retirement town right on a river in Iowa. Sounds like what? But no, this place is pretty nice. If you could put it equivalent to anything, think of it like kind of beachy almost. Oh, I'm poisoned. Kind of beachy almost, but there's nobody around because it's all old people. No reason to use it. Is he not poisoned? Is he cursed? Yeah, he's cursed. What? Who else? Is somebody else?
Cursed, my friend.
You a pirate? Arr, ye be cursed, my friend. Ye be cursed. I appreciate you telling me that, though. I didn't know that they were just gonna be, like, done. Or next year, like 2 years of production, or 1 year. Nintendo does that. They always put everything in short supply, raises the price, everybody buys them, and then you gotta do that mad rush. Yes, we are real close to Cedar Rapids, dude. We're real close to Cedar Rapids, if that's where you're from. If you're like, holy crap. Yep. Stop production by 2019. Carl Coconutty here from Carl Coconutty's Car Lot Emporium. Please just buy a car. Okay, so there's somebody up here that I have to go see. So I never went in the left door up here. And that's where I'm gonna go. Oops. Because there is, in this game you have shaman, whatever you prefer, that give you powers. I prefer 16. That's my jam. That's my jam. And here's my reason why. I have a great reason why that I tell every single time. I had an NES, and I had Mario 3. Well, I had Mario 3, Mario and Duck Hunt without the gun, Battletoads, and that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game where you'd have to like go through the, you know, it's the infamous one where the shocky water. So I was like, man, these games are all so like hard. This is so lame. Why would I want to play these? And I never had any of the good ones to ever like have that feeling of these are good games. So that's really why the only reason I don't like it. And I had Tetris. And I had Simon's Quest, and I had the mystical something or other. I can't remember because I would just get random games, and I didn't really like them that much because I had a Super Nintendo, so I had the All-Stars pack, which had the better version of Super Mario 3 in my opinion, just because of the graphics. That's it. You know, it was just a little nicer. And I think the games are really hard, and I got a lot of respect for the people that beat them. But then again, maybe somebody probably thinks, man, those SNES games, there's some really hard ones. I got a lot of respect for people who beat those, but I don't think these are hard. I think NES is like the mecca of hard. Like the bow down, you beat these games hard. But then on top of that though, like I said, I really like the GameCube. I like the games that are on there, the Nintendo published ones. Yes, NES is the Dark Souls. One of the Great Lakes? No, we're right on the Mississippi, and just like a farmer's community where there's not like a Best Buy. They have a Walmart finally, but it's all the way out on the far side of town. Like you have to go around a giant circle to get to it because they didn't want it in the town, because they're really down to earth, like small community town. They have Google Fiber, or not Google Fiber, they have their own fiber service. It's not Google Fiber, but it is the exact same. It's just fiber. So it's really cool. No need to be sorry. No need to be sorry. There's no reason to, like, if you knew what town I lived in, it's not like it would do anything. Like, people are gonna come hunt me down and be like, hey, we saw you streaming. We're gonna come sit outside your house. Chances are, if you got my name on here, then you can find my name. Like, it's not that hard to figure out people's identities from their screen names online nowadays. You know. Don't be afraid. Nobody's gonna steal your identity unless they're an identity thief. But anyone could be an identity thief. You could be an identity thief. Yeah, I think there's a lot of weird paranoia on that one. But I understand. Yeah. I just openly am like, I live in this weird retirement town right on the Mississippi. Lots of old people, real quiet. The only thing that really sucks is there's like no police officers, but they have red light cams everywhere. So they're keeping me real safe. Those are the worst, man. Red light cams, the absolute worst. I hate them. I'd rather see like 20 cops around than red light cam. 20 cops. Oh, here we go. This lady. That's who I need. Turned you into stone. But since we beat her, she is no longer stone. And she has to go get back. I don't know where she's going. I just noticed her and knew I had to come talk to her. Now, after that... Yeah, that's what I've come to realize, but our neighbor doesn't think that. He just said that Iowa has a pretty low crime rate, and I'm pretty sure that's true. But our neighbor has like cams all around his house, and he has like an old classic muscle car and another Mustang Sport, like a brand new souped one up, like souped up Mustang that he's talking about. And he's just got cams like crazy. He keeps his back lights on 24/7, like his garage lights on. And I mean, these things are so bright that at nighttime, it looks like it's daytime coming in our backyard. Like heavy duty security lights like you would see outside of like a factory. And they are bright, and it's really annoying because they shine into the back. They're going to be shining into that window that we sleep. And his dogs sit back there, and he leaves them outside barking all the time. He's a real turd. And I'm like, dude, we live in Iowa. Chill out. I ain't gonna rob you. I sit around and play video games all day. What am I gonna do? He's a really nice guy, though. I just like joking. I like roasting people. Feel free to roast me, too. You know, if you can't laugh at yourself, then... You know,
You're living a sad life.
You're living a sad, insecure life. And I used to be that way. I used to live a sad, insecure life, and then I started laughing at everything. I'm kidding. What's that from? I swear we saw that movie. Was that The Hitman's Bodyguard? The one where he says, is this heaven? And the other guy says, no, this is Iowa. That was in a movie we watched. I don't know what it was, though. This is going to drive me crazy. I think it was Hitman's Bodyguard. We watched too many movies. So right now, my mom's up here visiting and brought her dogs and stuff. And we moved the setup, which is why I don't have my green screen. Normally I actually have a green screen because I like being able to do funny stuff behind me. So you get to see all my cool stuff, like my vase with a Pikachu in it. A couple of games I have back there, a couple of comics I have back there. Just there because otherwise it would look really boring, because we don't actually normally put that stuff there. We just put it there because I'm streaming right here for the time being. But it'll give you something to look at. Maybe be like, oh man, is that issue number 585 of The Amazing Spider-Man? I'd be like, no, it's not. I don't know what you're talking about. It's a comic I picked up as a kid. I have no clue. Actually, I'm not the hugest into comics. I just really love art, and I love the characters, and I collected them as a kid because my grandpa would buy them for me. So, majority of them that are back there are actually all ones that he bought for me back in the... Dan, that's a lot. Let me look up who this is. I don't know off the top of my head, to be completely honest. Otto. Arkham Asylum, Live in Hell. Okay, I saw that. I'd have to read his books to know if I ever read them. Did he do mostly new stuff? He's the creator of The Amazing Spider-Man. Okay. The Amazing Spider-Man is the one I like. As far as those go, I find it odd saying... I always feel it's weird saying this nowadays, but it's the whole I liked Spider-Man before he was cool thing. Like how I liked Batman before it was like blowing up, everybody had his t-shirt. I'm like, here, if you don't believe me, I probably should look back to make sure the cat wasn't behind me. Like, there's a picture of me as Batman back when I was a little kid. I went as Batman, Spider-Man, and a Power Ranger. I can remember all of them very vividly. I loved Batman back in the day. But yeah, as far as comics go, I love Marvel more than DC, but I have a soft spot for Steel. I really like Steel. I really like Static Shock because of the cartoon, and I really like the Green Lantern. And I have a really cool Green Lantern one it's really old. It's from the 80s, and it's supposed to glow in the dark, or not the 80s, probably early 90s, and it's supposed to glow in the dark. We could check the date on it. It's supposed to glow in the dark. I remember now. Can I draw anime? I probably could. I've never tried is the thing. What do we have? Just because you're asking, and I would love to... I show this stuff off every now and then. I unplugged this. I rolled over it. No, these aren't my only headphones. I have real ones, but I'm doing a funny 90s theme. Like, I paint. Like, that's just that was a rough one. That took, like, not even an hour, basically, to paint that Yoshi. It just depends on whether I get sparked and I want to do it. Like, if somebody was like, oh, I'd really love to have this or this, then I'd have a go at it. Most of the stuff we did was in watercolor, but you kind of were like, I think you'd be better at oil, actually. That's what you said. She actually has a degree in art. Fantastic. We were thinking about, well, I'm trying to get her to put her stuff on here, you know. Put your stuff on there. Promote yourself. It's really great. We have a whole portfolio of stuff that I could pull up. It wouldn't be anime per se. But yes, I do love anime. It's just... do you have a DeviantArt? I think I asked you this before. Do you have most of your stuff on Pinterest? Oh, it's on Instagram, not Pinterest. You're always on Pinterest, though. But you don't roll on the Pinterest wave. See? Hey, make that DeviantArt. Make it. Shove it on this page. I'm sure people would love to see it. They'd probably love to buy some of that stuff because it's really good. You just gotta not be afraid to be like, do you want to buy this? It's not wrong. You don't have to feel bad about being like, I do art. Come on, help me out, please. Oh, wait, Frog probably swims. That's probably what I'm missing. Each character has their own little special thing. Oh yeah, is it ever? Oh yeah, look at me now, I'm a frog, motherfuckers! Make that DeviantArt. It is getting mighty hot in here though. It gets so hot in here between my light and the two computers we have in this tiny room. But I feel that we should probably... So what this used to be, the room we're in right now, used to be it used to be my grandparents' house, and it was given to me. And this used to be the bedroom where I used to stay when I would stay here. Do a fusion draw of the giant ape and Dragon Ball fused with the Omni Dragon. Is the Omni Dragon the one from GT? Oh, I can just swim straight up now. So I gotta jump. Where is that? Where was that little thing in the water? That's where I need to go. I think that's the Omni Dragon from GT. Or is this... Wait. No, it's from Yu-Gi-Oh! Right? Is it? What is this? What's this from? I don't know what this is. What is this? Oh, okay, it's the one from Dragon Ball Super, the one that can grant any wish. How's that show going? I moved recently, and I haven't been able to use the internet until now. And last I left off on that was right before the tournament. Right before the big group tournament that they were doing for All Chan or whatever you want to say. However you want to say his name. I looked familiar. I was like, no way. No way someone's popping in here mentioning Dragon Ball Super. No way. But you did. Is that show in English even yet? I feel like they would have hopped on that and started. They would want to get on that train early to get the Dragon Ball Super. Dragon Ball going again. It's like the most popular anime. Every person in America. I'm gonna be honest though, I don't even know where to begin on. He's like, you should try and draw a fusion of the ape from Dragon Ball. You know, the ape that Gohan turns into, that Vegeta turns into. And can I not leave? Oh, it continues under the water. And the Omni Dragon, which kind of looks like the Ra. Like, it looks like Ra from Yu-Gi-Oh, but yellow, gold. It's pretty cool. Fabulous castle is mine. Sima Fort. I'm sure all of you can see how beautiful it is. I owe you all my life. Stay here as long as you like and enjoy yourself. And, people of my castle, your prince has returned. Make me happy with your words of welcome. Oh, this dude's a douche. What is wrong, my loyal subjects? The prince you love so much has returned. Don't be shy, run to my arms. We don't want you anymore. You've been overthrown. Oh, he's not even the prince. He's fake. He's a big fat phony. Did you blow the candle out too so that it would... There's so much sweat on my upper lip. It's so hot. Yes, yes, just a minute. You're a good boy. Hey! It's fun to be carried by both my legs and arms. It's a little embarrassing. Everyone's looking at me and laughing. Put me down, quickly! I don't understand if he's actually a prince or not. Oh, no. He's the real prince. Wait. He was an imposter? An imposter? Wait, I don't believe this. I think this guy's the imposter. I don't believe it. Why would they take away our friend? Why would they take him away, give us money, and tell us to leave if he was actually the imposter? Something's fishy here. Something's a little froggy here. A little tadpole-y. A little froggy fresh. I hate to be rude, but I may ask you to leave it. No! That's absurd. I can't. That's insane. There's no way. The giant ape is rainbow colored and use a glitter marker to draw on that. That would be so hard. I would have to. That would take so many hours to formulate. Please leave the rest to me and be on your way. Nah. That would be... I'm just trying to think of how to do this, to be completely honest. I don't know how you'd combine a dragon and an ape. I've never seen anything like that. Leave the rest of me and be on your way. Fine, yeah. Whatever. I'm leaving. I don't want to leave. The real prince and the imposter. Crayola sells them. How would you even go about that?
Don't ask me.
I'm asking you. You're the good one. I'm the phony, you see. I do little things. She's the good one. She's the smartest. She's got the sharp eye. He's got the glitter crayons from Longlegs. He knows what's up. Okay. I can't. To be honest, there's no way. That's way too good. Like, I can do this. Like, everything here you see I made, that you saw I made, I have a portfolio in there. But I couldn't do that justice. I can try and paint it. One day. I'll try and paint it. I thought it was strange that he became so smart suddenly. So that was it. An imposter. P-Tape will start screaming again. Who is P-Tape? She's a princess. So, do you think... Man. Yeah, I'm trying to think of it. I mean, I can try and think of a mock-up. But that would take a lot of time. Not to offend, but that would take a lot of time. And... I'm trying to think if there's any way I could do it. Let me write it down. What I do is I write down things in the book. I got a little booklet. When people request things, ask for things, give me good ideas like that, I write it down. That way, anytime I want to come back to it, and I'm like, oh yeah, you know, Hivemind asked me to do that. He has an ape riding the dragon, but you want him fused. You want a fusion. Okay. I mean, I just wrote it down in the book. Probably can't see it because my light's too bright and it's, you know, white pages. It's a white light. So that if I'm ever in the mood, because it's one of those things where you gotta be in the mood to be like, oh, I'm gonna do some art today. So it's in there. Oh, you want illusion of Gaia. Or not illusion of Gaia. Gaia the Dragon Champion. Gaia the Dragon Champion. Right? I think that was him. Welcome to the armory. Now I can finally buy all this junk. I'm gonna get that long RP, bronze, iron, crossbow, iron. I'm out of money. Where's the bank? Where the bank at? I said, where my bank at? Oop. Quit. Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna be hitting so hard. He's already got that suede on. Bandana, not very good. Get that long dong, you know what I'm saying? Long SD or long RP. Get that long RP. Earth AR. Iron. Earth AR is really good. What? I'll give him that. I don't like her. Cat? Wow, Bronze ST. She's almost clearing 100 on that offensive damage. Let's go with that. Alright, everything else looks good. I like that idea.
What?
He said, you remember the fusion between the Yu-Gi-Oh card of the knight riding the horse and the dragon? And it was him riding it with, he was just like, oh, you should do that thing. Like, that's something I could easily do. I'm really, really good at Photoshop, of taking pre-existing things and moving them or chopping them and doing that. And that's what I mostly do for people. Ah, 50 coins a night. What a ripoff. Whatever. I don't even know if I have 50 coins. I spent so many on these items. I love that idea. And I'm gonna write that one down too. It's the Dragon Champion, right? That's a really fun one. That is a fun one. To be honest though, my like Steam name and stuff is I change it. It all stays the same theme, and I make different pictures for it, depending on what it is, which I won't put out there, because if you find it one day and I don't tell you and you figure out who I am on Steam, you're gonna love all my old names and all my old pictures. But I'm not gonna tell you. It's gonna be a secret. I wrote this song recently, but it's not very good. There's a nursery.
We don't want to hear it then.
Yeah, we don't want to hear it. It didn't even play it. Cut straight to the point. What's this? So there's, I have a YouTube. My YouTube right now is just me uploading all of my clips of this, of me beating the games and me playing every single Super Nintendo game. There's 2 videos on there that are joke videos of a kind of the sketch I was doing, where originally when I moved into the house I was at before, the people who were renting the house before me left like 30 cans of Axe body spray. So I was just doing as much stuff as I could with Axe body spray and just wasting them, and it was just so funny for me to do. And they're supposed to be really low quality because it would be like 3 a.m. and I would send my friend a video message of me like spraying Axe body spray on something, you know, always a little bit different. But my YouTube is not fleshed out yet. It'll get there, but I feel you gotta have something somewhere. But it's there. I'm working on it. There's no art on it because I'm more games, and doing the art is just a medium to push my games forward, while you are more art and my goal of trying to beat all these games is going to help her push her art forward. Talk about a fire hazard. 30 cans. I'm telling you, man. There's a video of me like taking out a wasp nest with them that's not up. There's a video of me taking out some ants because we had an ant infestation for a while, where I just basically lit our countertop on fire with Axe body spray. It's really good for cleaning permanent marker off of cartridges. So I cleaned like Banjo-Kazooie and a couple of other cartridges that had permanent marker that kids would always used to write their names on. Oh, what was going on in here? Are they gonna just kick me out again? This is the prince. What do you want? I didn't actually get to read this. System fail! What? Okay, yeah. Chat shut down. No, chat, no. Chat, no. No, chat, no. No, chat. No, chat, please, no, chat. Chat, please. No, God, no. Chat, please. Yeah, I don't think it did. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The 69 bot's gonna shut down my chat.
Oh no.
But I loved you.
69 bot.
I loved you, 69 bot. Why would you? Craig's ex? Is it? No.
You think you could get a 69?
What is up with this? It's like there's a door here, but I can't go through it. Bloodsport? That's my impression of Jean-Claude Van Damme. This is the story of sudden death starring Jean-Claude Van Damme. That's cool. Have fun. Easy. Yeah. I've seen Bloodsport. It's a damn shame. Bot 69. We could have been best of friends. You, me, Spacebot Craig. I got a good sense of humor too. I like that kind of stuff. I just don't do it on stream. I think it's funny sometimes. Ooh, yeah, see? We want dirty people like you to stay out. Jean-Claude Van Damme? I always liked, who do I like more than Jean-Claude Van Damme? What is that? Donnie Young, it's the Ip Man movie? IP Man? Ip Man? When I was a child, I'd get in the bucket and play La La La. What? I really love that movie. I really like kung fu movies. I don't know why. They're really cheesy and bad, but I really like them. So, we've talked to pretty much everybody in here. Haven't really learned anything good. Oh, yep, we're just leaving. What's going on here? Oh, is this the princess leaving? She's trying to escape? There's just something fishy going on here. Every single town we come into, something's going awry. Something's up, so to speak. Donnie Yen? I couldn't remember his name, but I really like him. I used to watch a lot of kung fu movies back in the day, so I still like them. But first, please listen to my story. Okay. The fact is... Oh, someone is coming. Hide, hide. Oh, just knock us in the water. They won't notice us. Frog people. But nowadays, favorite type of movie for you? Horror movie. Horror movies. Me. Dan Green. I imagine that that's what you do as a voice actor. It doesn't surprise me at all. He's like, the guy who did the voice of the Pharaoh in Yu-Gi-Oh! Also did characters in hentai. These people must have dropped something when they were leaving. I'm pretty sure lots of them do that. Wouldn't you? I bet hentai pays good. It has to, you know? Because nobody really wants to put that on their rap sheet, right? Oh, yeah. Dan Green, yeah, he had that great fake orgasm in Tentacle Rape Monsters 5. Like, oh, yeah. He had the greatest. It just really sounded like he was climaxing in that clip. It was fantastic. That's the guy we want. Now that you mention it, that man was Master Gene. He looks the same as ever. Yeah, but what's gonna happen to that guy? One of them was Mystery of the Necronomicon, so he probably was having sex with dead people. Or he was a dead person having sex with live people. Either or. Either's got its own pluses and minuses, I guess. Would you rather be the dead person having sex with live people or the live person having sex with dead people? That's the question of the day, I guess. When you say the imposter, which do you mean? That's the question of the day. Of course, the one in jail. See, the one in jail. Wait. See? Yeah, even she doesn't realize. The imposter took over because Master Gene wandered around, got lost, got turned into... Wait. Yeah, he got turned into the big ugly frog, but he's still a frog. I was like, wait, he was a frog. But I thought the curse was supposed to take him away from being a frog, but no. He's just a frog turned into a different frog. He's more original frog turned into an anamorphic frog. Animorphs. There's something that we need a movie of. Where's the... Let's kill the imposter. Hey, hurry up and save me. Bloop. Bloop. Aw, no, he can't swim. Uh-oh. Jeez Louise. Glub glub, I am drowning. Nah, not my cup of tea. Not for me. I think it's funny more than anything. All those crazy anime porns. I think they're funny. I think a lot of people do. What did he say something else? Gain consciousness? Thank goodness. I heard that he was saying racist stuff, but I don't know what he's doing. I don't really care. People keep asking me that, like, over and over again, and I'm always like, there's that one song that says something like, "Eye on the prize, ain't watching no one else," something like that. That's kind of what I do. I watch some people. I like to watch lesser known people, and I've never paid a lick of attention. Some girl came in here and said I looked like him, though. And I was like, I don't think I look like him. But you said I kind of did in the one picture of him, but I don't think so. Yeah. Why does everybody bring that man up? Oh, when he said the racial slur? If you want to know my honest opinion on this sort of thing, I mean, mistakes happen. It happens, okay? But it depends on the way you say it. Sometimes mistakes happen. That's all I can say. But that's the second thing he's done that's been distasteful in like the last 6 months, last month maybe. So maybe there's something wrong with this man. My brother went on a trip as usual, and after a while, this imposter showed up. Nintendo... Wait, is he the one... Hold on. I'm gonna look this guy up real quick. He might have been the one I was watching the other day. I jump around. Jump around. Get up. Jump. Jump. Yeah. 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 Oh, so bear with me. I'm also getting really hungry, so I'm gonna have to pause this. I'm gonna leave the stream going. But, you know, I'll just still be on here, and I'll be back in probably 10 minutes or so. Whatever it takes me to go cook something. I'm gonna look this guy up. Capri Sun. Words are only as powerful as you make them. And in that aspect, you know, I'd be lying. I would be straight up lying if I said that I've never said the word before. You know? You know what I mean? And it's in my vocabulary. It's always there in the back of my mind. And to be honest, I'm honestly afraid I'm going to say it on stream. And I don't think I should have to be like living in fear that I'm accidentally gonna say it, even though I'm not racist. But it's in my head. I know it's a word. I know it exists, and I know it's distasteful to say. But now it's always there. Like, you're always afraid that you're gonna say that thing. No, I've never seen this person, but I'm just gonna shoot him a follow now and see what they're all about. It's this one that I see right here where he's got little chocobo emotes, little bird emotes. I think that's him. But I think it's pretty clear when somebody has, like... Well, maybe it's not. I don't know. That's what I'm saying, is there's a lot of bad people, a lot of good people. I try to be one of the good ones. I grew up in a heavy... I wouldn't say heavy, but pretty heavy. Like, I always tell people I grew up next to Ferguson, Missouri. That's pretty much what everybody knows now. St. Louis, Ferguson. It's the same as my name on here. It's easy to find. I'll eventually put some more work into it, but as for now, it's just these clips of me beating these games. And it's archived better, so you can find them a little better. I do a little bit more work on it every now and then. It won't last very long under deep water, but it's good for use in the castle. Please use this to walk through the water, and go to the underground dungeon. My brother should be locked up in there. Okay. If you go through the water, you can get to the docks. The boat there is still intact. Please use it when you want to get... Ooh, Retro Tap 75! Thanks for finding a little bit of John Madden in yourself, so I could find a little John Madden in you. Please use it when you want to get out of the castle. Yeah, it's still Fluffy Toy Koi. Everything I got's Fluffy Toy Koi. Twitter Fluffy Toy Koi. My Steam is not Fluffy Toy Koi. That's the tricky one. No, it is not. That's the tricky one. But yeah, there's just... Oh, see, I'm really hungry. My stomach's growling. Bye. I'm really hungry. It's time for me to eat. I'm gonna buy some smokes. Corey, Trevor, smokes. And we are going to... I was hoping there was going to be a save.
God, you remember when you mentioned that one person, they like never came back. She just like stopped talking.
Yeah, there was somebody I mentioned Trailer Park Boys to, and they were out of here. They were gone. They were like, I hate them. They're disgusting. Never came back. And I was like, geez. You know? Okay. Do they really? Man, that sucks. He says he talks to a lot of Asian friends who have problems being targeted from black mob violence in San Francisco. I've never personally had it like come down on me because I have a lot of friends like that, you know. So, but it's one of those things where I see it, I've dealt with it, I've been there. A lot of people don't like talking about it. It's one of those things, you know. I just gotta say, there's a lot of hate going every way, and I'm first one to step forward and be like, just stop, guys, calm down, stop hating each other. Go after the rich people. They're the ones that are making you fight amongst yourselves. And that's the cold hard truth. In my opinion. I could have the wrong opinion. We're all entitled to our own opinions, but that's the way I see it. That's the world as I see it. I would like to cook a gold fly someday. A gold fly is a cook's dream. Ah, frogs, of course, they want a gold fly. So I'm just trying to find a little bit of a spot, a good spot to stop at. I'm gonna leave it going, and I'm not gonna actually save. I can't believe we have to stand guard and have all this delicious food in front of our faces. It looks so fresh and tasty. Oh, this is the thing. You were bringing it up. I think, if they redid it, they should have voice actors. Have good voice actors for everybody. That way, I'm making it interesting by doing it. Making her work as punishment for breaking in. She is helpful because she doesn't snitch any of the food. Yeah. See, I don't want to steer the conversation in that way because lots of people don't like it. But yeah, I think a lot of people in this world fan the flames. Fan the flames of hatred. Don't fan the flames of hatred. Spread the truth of love. Spread the love. Okay, I'm done with that one. Okay, I'm gonna taste one of these worms. Ew, don't eat it raw. I'm gonna go cook a worm. I'll be done with that though. Please be kind. Rewind. That's the motto I live by.